Now, this is the definition of function in mathematics. A function f is a correspondence between two non-empty sets x and y that assigns to each element x of the set x one and only one element y of the set y. The element y is called the image of x, and the set x is called the domain of the function, and the set of all images is called the range of the function. So like here, we have 4 elements in the set x, and each element is assigned by this function is assigned to a value in the set y. So all these values in the set y is called the image, and you can see for every element in the set x, it only be assigned to one value in the set y. Another common way we use to represent a function is to use a graph. Here we're given a function, and to use a graph to represent this function, we're gonna draw each ordered pair. So when I say we draw the ordered pair, I mean we draw the point. So the first ordered pair, the x coordinate is 1, the y coordinate is 2. So the point is here. Now the second ordered pair, so it's 2 and 4 is here. 3 and 6 and 4 and 8. So then we connect these 4 points, so we can generate this straight line. Now this straight line is called the graph of this function. But remember, not every graph represent a function. For example, if we have a graph like this graph doesn't represent a function. Why? Because let's look at here. For example, let's look at here. Let's say this is a number x0, and above this number x0, there are two numbers. The two numbers which are corresponding to this. So this number is called y1, and this number is called y2. So because there are two numbers corresponding to the x0, that means we're gonna have these two ordered pairs. One is x0 y1, another ordered pair is x0 y2. And we know if we have such two ordered pairs, then this is not a function, right? Now, then how can we tell, using a method, how can we tell if we are given a graph, how can we tell whether that graph represents a function or not? So we're going to use this method, the vertical line test. So given a graph, and then we draw a vertical line across that graph. If that vertical line intersects this graph in no more than 1 point, then the graph represents a function. Otherwise, the graph is not a function. So here, if I draw a vertical line, and since this vertical line, so no matter, as you can see, no matter where I draw this vertical line only intersect at most 1 point on the graph, right? at most one point. So therefore I know, okay, this graph represents a function. And for this example, you see the graph, the vertical line intersects at 2 points. So therefore this is not the graph that doesn't represent a function. This is not a function.